It's okay. Let me know when. That's all right. Well, let me know. Good afternoon. My name is Tony Perrin. I'm the PIO for the City of Riverside Fire Department, and today we're here for a press conference for the return of our California Task Force 6, who responded to Hurricane Helene and Milton. I'm asking if you guys could silence your devices. We'll have 3 speakers. The first speaker will be Mayor Pro Tem Jim Perry, then Fire Chief Steve McKinster, and then the team leader, USAR Division Chief Mike Staley. Jim?
Well, thank you. Thank you for being here. I am Mayor Pro Tem Jim Perry, speaking on behalf of our Mayor, Patricia Locke Dawson, who cannot be here today, and my colleagues on the Riverside City Council. Well, thank you. Thank you for being here. We are here to welcome home members of California Task Force 6. You guys did a great job. These dedicated professionals have been away from their main jobs and their families, helping people on the other side of the country since September 27th. So we want to thank them, but we want to be brief so they can get home to be with their families. First and foremost, thank you for your sacrifice on behalf of your fellow Americans who have suffered greatly as a result of Hurricanes Helene and Milton. Your selflessness and service in face of incredible devastation make us proud. This warm Riverside welcome goes out to members of our Riverside Fire Department who are members of the task force and their counterparts from Corona, Marietta, Hemet, Pechanga, CAL FIRE, and the San Bernardino and Riverside County Fire Departments. We have watched the events from 2,500 miles away, stunned by the destructive force of Mother Nature. But you were there, on site, boots on the ground in Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, providing service to our nation as the recovery began. I am sure when you arrived, you inspired hope and confidence that you were there to help those communities. You have done us proud, and we thank you for representing us so well. Once again, great job to each and every one of you, and again, welcome home.
Good afternoon. Again, my name is Steve McKinster, and I'm the Fire Chief for the City of Riverside Fire Department, and also a proud member of California Task Force 6. I want to extend a warm welcome to everybody joining us today to our urban search and rescue facilities. I'd like a moment to express my deep gratitude to the members of California Task Force 6 for their outstanding response to Hurricane Helene and Milton. This task force is a multi-agency task force composed of highly skilled professionals, civilians, canine handlers, and fire department members from various agencies. The collaboration between FEMA and the participating agencies and the Riverside community has truly made the task force a success story for both Riverside and San Bernardino counties. Before inviting Chief Staley, our USAR Division Chief, to speak about the response, I want to take a moment and recognize everybody's families of our responding members. Your support is invaluable and allows our members to work and do their critical work during these challenging deployments. Once again, thank you and job well done.
Good afternoon. Mike Staley, the Division Chief for Urban Search and Rescue. So for the past 3 weeks, I've had the privilege of leading these 42 men and women across the nation into response to the 2 hurricanes. First of all, Hurricane Helene had landfall in Florida in the peninsula at 9:26 at 140-mile-per-hour winds as a Category 4 storm. The storm tracked through Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Tennessee. 30 inches of rainfall in a very short period of time, the storm reached inland and swelled rivers. Rivers that normally run 2 to 3 feet in depth now soared to 22 feet. The swelled rivers swept everything in its path: cars, houses, businesses, infrastructure, and sadly, people. FEMA then recognized more resources were needed, and on September 29th, California Task Force 6 was mobilized to assist. We drove 2,400 miles across the country, and our initial assignment was to arrive in South Carolina. The 12 vehicles many of you saw driving by is part of our convoy. The first stop was Oconee County in South Carolina. So in Oconee, we were assigned to search the county of Oconee, which hadn't been touched since we got there. After 2 days in Oconee, we were released, and we were sent to North Carolina. We were searched in the county of Yancey and Madison County. In that community was the French Broad River, where we searched the French Broad from Yancey and all the way into Madison. So the city of Marshall asked us to search one of those days because they had several bodies that had showed up previously, and they wanted us to search the river up and down to the Tennessee county line. At October 8th, we were then asked to prepare to relocate to Florida. Hurricane Milton was tracking in the Gulf as a Category 5 storm. When it hit as a Category 3 storm. We were staged at the Georgia-Florida border. The impact of Milton was not as catastrophic as they had planned or had predicted. At that point, it's deemed that we were no longer needed and we could be demobilized and start our 2,400-mile journey home. Total damage for Milton, or correction, for Helene, was 232 fatalities that we know of. Unaccounted for and missing is hundreds. An estimated $30 billion of damage. So in conclusion, I want to thank all the members of my team for their professionalism, their dedication. The teamwork and camaraderie exemplifies what USAR Task Force 6 represents. Also thank our city officials and the participating agencies, city officials, for allowing us to fulfill our mission and their commitment to help others. Thank you.
Are there any questions for the USAR chief or the fire chief or the mayor pro tem?
About the K9, what is he doing?
So without being very specific, we have two types of canines. We have live find and then we have human remains. So one of the missions that we had was we needed to search piles of debris alongside the river. So the human remains canines were used to search those debris to see if they can catch a scent.
Question about we have a lot of boats for coastal water situations. What were they busy doing? What was that kind of task to do?
So the boats were used within the French Broad River. There was piles of debris that had got pushed down the river, some 100 feet by 300 feet, 30 feet high in the middle of the river. So the boats were used to search those piles.
Okay, if there are no more questions, this will conclude the press conference for this afternoon. If you have questions amongst the team members the 40 team members that are standing behind you, you're welcome to do that. However, just please be mindful they've been gone away from their families for almost 21 days. So on behalf of the City of Riverside and the California Task Force 6, I thank you for your time. This concludes our interview.